Today we are presenting Numerique Academy as a business opportunity for the day. Numerique Academy is a premium 100% live digital marketing training provider which has curated two global experts to provide step-by-step live digital marketing training to aspiring digital marketers. Om Toke, the founder of Numeric Academy, says, our mission is to empower people to gain digital expertise so as to start their ventures and get placed in the industry through our ecosystem. To discuss more on this, I have Mr. Om with me, and I would request Om to give us an overview into your journey and what are we going to offer through this insightful session. Over to
Hello,
you.
ma'am. Hi, Alka. Hello, everyone. Super excited for this opportunity. And this is the first time we are exploring the franchising route. So, my name is Om. I've been a digital marketer since 2005, started as a blogger. Now I'm a keynote speaker at some of the biggest global conferences like Affiliate World Asia. I would be now speaking at Barcelona this year. I've been at AdWorld. I've been at most of the biggest digital conferences in India and across the world. And over the last 17 years, we have done significant revenues. And my primary area of expertise is SEO and Facebook ads. That's how I've made most of my money. And I saw that there is a huge demand in the market for
Yes.
such skill set, but there's no provider who actually uh, works as a one-stop solution. So that's how the idea of Numeric Academy was born.
Yeah, so related to this, I have a question which came into mind after you give the uh, prospect to this industry, right? So with the evolution of digital marketing and revolutions like Chat GPT,
Mhm.
right? So market round on the internet, there seems very exciting time for digital industries to get into. Give me an understanding more, or give me your opinion in terms of kicking off the today's discussion so that we'll make it exciting to someone who shows interest and to be a part of this network as a
Oh, yeah,
franchisee.
absolutely. So, the good news for everyone now is that even if you are in IT, whether you're a tester, developer, right, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer or architect, the digital industry has got some role to play for you, right? For example, if you're a business owner and you don't know how to run Facebook ads, you are missing out on the leads. Maybe you have an ancestral business which is already generating crores of business, but
Correct.
you have not leveraged the real power of digital marketing, so still gives you a food for thought. Okay, I can also do this because it's relevant for me.
Yeah.
Even for a student, it's equally relevant because he no longer needs to aspire for a typical career that I have to become a tester or developer or any specific thing, right? Or just a doctor or lawyer. There were less opportunities in our 80s and 90s, but now in this era, you have literally unlimited opportunities, and
Mhm.
digital marketing opens up that door for you. And I see that this is a wonderful time to enter this industry if you haven't explored it already.
Sure. So just bear with me and answer my next question,
Mhm.
because I have so many questions in regards to this type of business. It is
Right.
very unexplored kind of a market. So I'm curious to understand more about the industry, as well as it helps our entrepreneurs to get their answers. Why should they get into this type of business? Just for example, when we open a YouTube or a Facebook or Instagram, we set 100 of the ads, talking about the digital training, but yet we do not have the strong name, of go to the place to join digital marketing or to get the training in the digital field. What do you think? Why is the gap?
Okay, so what I see is there are lots of agencies who try to, advertise that, okay, we do media buying, so I'm also going to teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
But the question arises whether they have been able to successfully deliver it over time and at volume, right? Let's say you spend a few lakh rupees and you are able to generate four times revenues or four times return on ad spend, what we call ROAS. That is
Hmm.
not good enough data, because when you scale to a crore, a lot of things changes, and when they start teaching to others, it becomes a very different game. When you spend only $100, it's a different game. When you spend $1,000 a day, it's a different game. When you spend $10,000 a day and still keep it profitable, that's a
we lost you. We lost Om. He was discussing about the market space. There are things we talk about the learning in the digital marketing and where is the gap, right? So Om was discussing about that. How can we and how Numeric Academy is going to help the people who wants to start their career, who wants to start the franchise, who wants to invest in the franchisee of digital marketing. So that's what we're discussing about. And then I'm very sure that Om will be joining anytime since it's a technical glitch. Then he'll come back and we'll take the discussion here. Then so the Om Toke is a giving, and so we got the Om back.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, you were
Sorry,
discussing about Om.
sorry about that commercial
No
blip.
problem.
I think my Wi-Fi switched in the hotel. So
No, we can continue from here. No problem.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So where were
So
we?
we were discussing about where is the gap and how are you
Yes.
as a company try to create a bridge between it.
Yes, so like I was explaining, sometimes most of the people who start teaching, who have not scaled to a point where they have all the answers, it becomes a very different story, right? When you take tuitions for, let's say, first standard, it's easy. Take tuitions for fifth standard, relatively tougher. You take tuitions for 10th standard, you have to deal with board exams. And if you haven't seen past 10 years of board exam questions and you just start teaching about one thing, it becomes very tricky because then your knowledge is limited and you don't have sizable data. So we realize that we need to bring trainers only at least who have, if not millions, then at least $1 million of history, that he has spent it profitably, and we have the stats. Okay, yes, this guy knows how to do his stuff and scale. Otherwise, I don't find it fair, to teach people, try to teach people what you don't know, right? So
Correct.
I feel that that's a very, very important thing which is missing in the market. Everybody starts a training institute, and yes, everyone has got money to make, which is fair, and it's a big industry, so everyone wants and aspires to make money digitally. But then I just it's my humble request to the fraternity to stick to your area of expertise and not try to do everything. If you are
Correct.
great at Google Ads, please teach only Google Ads. Do not teach
Yes.
SEO. If you are great at SEO, please teach only SEO. Do not look at Facebook ads. And as a learner, also, it's my request to the audience that pick up one thing that you really like. It could be creating Instagram reels. Then tomorrow morning you wake up and see, oh, Om is making YouTube video. You start doing that.
Yeah.
After 3 days, you see, oh, Om has an ecom D2C store. I will also learn ecom marketing. After a week, he says that, oh, Om is running an affiliate campaign. I also want to do this. So that distraction takes you nowhere,
Yeah.
right?
I
That
agree.
that has also been the problem with the digital training institutes. They see, okay, money is coming, the inquiries are coming for Google
Yeah.
Ads. Let's just get some guy and let him be the trainer and let him, take classes. We are
Yeah.
gonna make money anyway. If we have 20 students ready to pay 50,000 rupees, here is 10 lakhs for us.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we can deliver or not. So
Yes. Yes.
that is the gap I see in the.
Great. 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 So tell me, Om, that if someone is coming with a zero understanding about a digital space,
Mhm.
right? So what should be his or her first logical step to enter this space? So would you be able to answer?
Yes, of course. So if you have no clue about digital space, depending on your current background, let's say you're a doctor and you understand zero about digital marketing, so you can look at the success stories in the market. For example, Practo, how did they do, and
Correct.
how is that ecosystem working? Number two, you have to identify a good person in the digital industry whom you trust. If you're zero about digital industry, then you have to find a connect of connect who whom you can trust blindly. Like, okay, this guy is not going to tell you bullshit, he's going to tell you the reality. And let's say Dr. Suresh wants to build his ecosystem of online consulting and Zoom calls and all of that. So Dr. Suresh should be able to talk to a guy A who can give him the complete ecosystem. Okay, step one, do this, step two, do this, step three, do that, and everything, and teach him life. Not that he gives him three things to do and Dr. Suresh has no idea what to do and he's clueless. So again, after 3 days, Suresh is in a condition where he thinks that, okay, I was asked to do these things, but I was never told how to do it. So this is the gap I see. And if you have zero idea, you have to find a knowledgeable person whom you can trust, and then blindly follow what he's saying and test once. If it fails, no problem. Test twice. If it fails, no problem. Test thrice. If you can't get it right in 3 attempts, either there is something wrong with the trainer, or with the way you're trying to do things. There's no other way.
Sure, sure. So yes, Som, thank you for my questions. We'll get into the discussions related to the franchisee and the opportunity which we
Sure.
have lined up for today.
Yes.
In terms of how are we different, why should people invest in you, as a company? So help me in, giving you more understanding in terms of you mentioned that the training is important and the other factors are important which
Sure.
makes help a person to take a decision wisely. But
Sure.
there are things which becomes a part and parcel of your deliverables, which makes you different from the market. So I would want you to answer this question. Over to you.
Absolutely. Before we get into a discussion of why you should, or even if you should invest in us or Numeric or in the digital space,
Hmm.
I would also want to highlight a few other things, and then we will
Sure,
get there, right?
sure.
So as a franchise model, I did a lot of groundwork because I've been an investor, right? I invest in
Okay.
startups, so I thought let me also explore franchising, right? So right from McDonald's to, let's say, Lakme Salon to different salons in Bangalore and other parts of India, I explored a lot of things, and I found one thing very dangerous as a first time franchise opportunity explorer, right? I've been an entrepreneur, so I know how to gauge startup opportunities, and I know the risk. Either it's gonna go to shit or it's gonna go to the moon, right? There is no in between. But in franchising world, it is like a punt, right? If it's a when franchise owned, franchise operated model, FOFO model, it's sometimes very subjective. You might take a McDonald's franchisee, and in that area there is not enough demand. You try your level best, and things don't work out, right? And then
Yes.
there have been cases where my own friends, close friends, have taken franchises of companies like Just Bake, and then COVID happened. So again,
Yes.
external factors. So you don't know, and the force majeure clause is pretty much in every contract, and you can't do much about it. So I thought myself, okay, these are the problems I'm facing, and if I start offering franchising opportunity, these will be the pain points for everybody else for that, right? If
True,
someone
true.
is seeing this uh, live stream, he must be wondering, what is Om saying, how is this safe, right? So I'm trying to make it a safe investment, number one, because everyone loves their money, yeah, and we have to respect that. And there are a lot of IT professionals who are at like 3 4 5 lakh per month salary, and they want to create an additional income stream. So for them also it's very important. Oh well, I saved 25 lakh rupees in the last, I don't know, 8 years or 7 years or 5 years, and I cannot blindly invest this, right? So FOFO model, I feel, is for someone who has a lot of risk taking appetite. He has been, or she has been doing it for a while, and in 25 lakhs do not matter too much to such a person, right? It's just another risk for them. If it's
Yes.
your first franchise investment, I would always recommend franchise owned company operated FOCO model, so that all the risk is mine. All you're doing, let's say Alka as a investor is saying, all right, Om, here's the money. Please explain what's gonna happen. So Om explain, Alka, exactly this is what's gonna happen. We are going to set up a center where people will come and learn live, and then whatever revenue is generated, I'm also going to offer you some portion of profit share from it as a additional bonus, which we will see in the next slide. But coming back to why they should invest in us, so number one, it's 100% safe. Over the next 6 years, you're gonna pretty much double your money. In we are assuring a 75,000 rupee per month, starting from the third month. So you decide to invest with us tomorrow. Your countdown starts after 90 days, and it's a
Sure.
fixed thing that we are assuring for you. Within that time, it's my headache to set up the whole center and get things in place and get the students coming, create a demand in your area. That's why I also always make it a point to fly to that to that locality, see if there is enough demand, and if we can build a healthy ecosystem.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we are also very choosy about working with our partners, because I don't want someone to invest money in an area where I'm not confident that we will be able to recover the investment. So we are not hungry. We are not greedy. We are hungry, but we are greedy that, you know, so are aane do. As many as come, it's not like that. We have only
Correct.
selected areas. So we have some hot zones that we have identified, like Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Dubai. Now we are also exploring Europe. So जहाँ पर demand है, wherever we see that there is a potential market,
Potential. Hmm.
we are only looking at those areas. So that's, I think that is something also we are doing differently. Otherwise, I see most of the franchisers are okay to give, let's say, even if it comes from some random region, they all they want is money. But my first fear factor is to be able to make it profitable. Without that, I'm not going to accept your money. So, and also, this is not our bread and butter, right? Although
Yeah.
now it's my main focus, God has been kind enough to give me multiple income streams. So, we
Yes.
have that 100% guarantee as well. In some bad scenario, it doesn't work out, I'm going to continue paying you the money and honor my commitment. I'm not
Great.
going anywhere.
Great. Great. That's a very big thing you mentioned. That support is a something which I think prospect look for, and that makes a brand. So the company a
Yes.
brand. So yes, so related to franchisee, I have a question related to the investment and the returns. So
Mhm.
since we are talking about why are we different and how are we different, let's talk about monies. In terms of the initial
Yeah.
investment and returns. Over to you.
I think we would put that in the next structure. Okay. Yes. So, basically, the model is very simple. The total investment is 25 lakh rupees, right? And over the next 3 years, you are gonna get 75,000 per month fixed
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
34 months. So let's say you make an investment in April 2023, so April to May, May to June, June to July. Your clock starts ticking from July 5th, 2023, and for the next 34 months, you're gonna get a fixed assured 75,000 per
Great.
month.
Great.
Now you might ask me, then this math doesn't add up. Boss,
Hmm.
अगर मैं इसको बैंक में रख देता, I would have
Hmm.
recovered my money and
Hmm.
gotten some interest.
Hmm. Hmm.
So where the hell is my interest? So we promise
Yes.
to pay you
Yes.
5% of the profit share that
Hmm.
we generate in the year. For example,
Hmm.
first year we do uh, a profit of 20 lakh rupees. So you
Hmm.
still make a lakh rupees from that.
Hmm.
Second year we make a profit of 50 lakh rupees. So you
Hmm.
make a 2.5 lakh rupee profit from that.
Hmm.
Third year, when we are scaling and we grow to a crore per year profit, you make 5 lakhs from it. So you would have
Hmm.
still made 1 plus 2.5 plus 5, eight and a
Yeah.
half lakh rupee profit, which is more than mutual funds uh,
Yes.
returns, or fixed deposit or any other safe instrument.
Hmm.
Although there is no 100% safe instrument in the market except for government bond and FDs,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
that is something you are liable to get. And like I said, we have so many other things, and we have a name in the market for last 18 years. So for such a small amount of money, we are not going to go anywhere.
Yes.
Our ROC records are public. Our GST filing is public. Anybody wants any data as a franchise investor, we are more than
Hmm.
happy to show you our
Hmm.
credibility in the market.
Hmm.
And also, after end of 3 years, it's up to you. If you want to
Hmm.
continue in the FOCO model, great. Nothing changes. Exactly
Hmm.
same 25,000 per month you're gonna get, and the same 5% profit share you're gonna keep getting. Or if you feel that, okay, I've seen how Om and Numeric team has run it. By the way,
Hmm.
it's not Om. My co-founder is Philip Schaffman, who's the
Okay.
rockstar MC of Affiliate World Asia and lots of global conferences. He has also been in digital industry for over 20 years, and he has also generated
Great.
millions of dollars in revenues and still continues to. And that is why he's invited to such large conferences. And both of us also share a passion for doing something which creates impact. I
Yeah.
know this is not donation, but I feel this is an impact in some form, because I hail from a small town called Durg, right, in
Hmm.
Chhattisgarh state. And
Hmm.
even today, Vodafone and these kind of, Idea Vodafone, which is V now, and other companies for a telecalling role, they pay a salary of 6,000 rupees only. Starting
Yeah.
salary is 6,000
Yeah.
rupees. So $100, which is more than 8,000 rupees, is still a big number
A
for them.
big number. True, 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 true.
And I feel that if I am able to generate, let's say, 1,000 successful people from my hometown, I
Hmm.
find that as an accomplishment, and I think that's an impact I can make.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's not a large number. They're not gonna get rich, right?
Right,
But
right.
rich is again a very relative term. So if he
Hmm.
was making 6,000 rupees and frustrated with 10 hours of telecalling and
Yeah.
seeing no growth and hearing curses from customers and frustrating profile, and here he or she starts doing something that he likes, right? And he feels that okay, at least I'm building something. $100 चलेगा यार, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, इतना भी बुरा नहीं है, right? So
Hmm.
$100 is not such a bad thing when you were making less than 100.
Yeah.
And after that, even if it becomes 110, he's happy next month. It
Hmm.
becomes 115 the month after, he's still happy. It
Hmm.
becomes 120 in 3 months also, he's still happy.
Happy. True,
If
true,
if
true.
I can bring smiles on faces of people, I think that's an
Hmm.
impact that we are trying to
Correct,
create
correct, correct.
and make them independent.
Yeah, great, great, Tom. So, I think you have covered all the questions which are important from the viewpoint what I understand about franchising industry, and also from the someone who wants to invest in you as a company.
Okay.
But do you think the digital marketing stream, or the faculty, will beat other industries in the coming times?
Well, I think there is no war, so I wouldn't
Hmm.
use the word beat. But yes, it might surpass a lot of other industries because
Yeah,
with evolution of things like ChatGPT, we are seeing a paradigm shift, right?
yeah,
AI
right.
is definitely taking over a lot of things. So I wouldn't use the word beat, but yes, it will surpass a lot of industries. And
Yes.
let's do apple comparison, not apple orange comparison. So we can't
Comparison. True, true.
compare digital marketing with, let's say, petrochemicals, because there will always be a different space for petrochemicals. But even in that sector, there would be involvement of AI. There would be
Yes.
involvement of digital uh,
Right.
bits. So yes,
Yes.
it's gonna penetrate through almost every sector.
Yes.
I cannot possibly think of any sector where
Hmm.
there will be zero penetration of digital marketing.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh,
Right?
yes, yes.
Even
Absolutely.
doctors, for that matter, till COVID, nobody thought. But
Hmm.
after COVID, Zoom consultations became so common
Yeah, yeah.
that I
True.
don't want to go to a doctor now. I've stopped visiting clinics since probably
Yeah.
2020. And so
Yes.
have most of the people in metros and busy areas. Only if it's a small town, they feel, chalo yaar, chali jate hain, koi baat nahi, we will go and
Hmm.
see the doctor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, probably 80%
All
of the
digital.
other people are saying, okay, digital mein kaam chal raha, why not? I mean, why should I burn my petrol or diesel cost and spend time and get
Yeah.
frustrated with traffic? Let me
Yeah.
just take an online consultation, and it's doing
Yes.
just fine, right?
Yeah.
So
Fine, fine. Thank you. Thank you for my query. Yeah, we covered almost everything, and this is a request for all the viewers who are listening to us. If you have question, we are live. Please put your questions, put your email address if you want to approach us to understand more about opportunity which is lined up today. Thank you for joining Om. And if and this is a message. If you want to contact us, please visit franchisebazaar.com to come to know more about the different opportunities. It may be for retail, for education, or any kind of a business. Right? Just filter your requirement in terms of investment and location and industry preference. What you have, you can contact us also on the number which you can see on the screen. It's 9844443200. And as I told you, please visit franchisebazaar.com to know more about Numerique Academy, and also the other if you have interest for.
and my name is,
Thanks a lot, Om,
yeah.
for getting us time, and I know that you are always busy. It is very easy to catch you, but somehow we manage for today. So,
Lovely
any
joining
last
all
word
of you.
for the viewers or for entrepreneurs who wishes to join?
Yes, so all my socials are public. Om Thoke, OMTHOKE, on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter,
Yes.
LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm everywhere and I'm very accessible. If you have questions, feel free to throw or contact Franchise Bazaar directly or Alka or whoever you would like to. And we love questions. So uh, if you have something in mind, don't feel shy. No question is stupid. No question is something that shouldn't be asked. The only one which is stupid is the one which is never asked, right? So
Yes.
don't keep it inside you, and feel free to throw in your opinions or get in touch with us. And stay blessed.
Yes. So with this note, we end up this session. Thank you.